Retro Maniacs. Last day before Retro's holiday is over, he did a big revamp to the main floor of the Cowie Diecast Museum, and we have an interesting car to unbox. A shiny Mopar, guys.
Oh yeah, guys. Joe Rogan was right. I spent about 3 hours getting these cabinets right. Nothing blocking nothing. He had some heavyweights down in the basement and Maisto's up here where the heavyweights should have been. Most of his heavyweight 118s are up here. Got a lot of his movie cars together now. That pretty much stayed the same. And in the process of all this, we found a car to unbox. And it's a different one. I want to see if it has the same details as other ones. It's a Mopar, it's a Superbird, and it's a Chase. Check this out. This guy with the toolbox. We're also going to be doing an upcoming video fixing strap damage and stuff. That door looks a different color, so we'll have a close-up look at that. So that's what the last video is about before I go back to work, guys. Do these Chase Daytonas here from the, I think it's Supercar Collectibles did them or whatever? We'll check it out. Do they have the same details as another one? Or are they just shiny hype machines? Let's get into it. So this guy is interesting. I was mentioning before Daytonas, because my friend wants some. They come in different grades, different amounts of detailing. And I'm wondering if this snazzy looking guy, this 1 of 500 older Chase, if this has the detailing to go with the pop, if you know what I'm saying. Does it have the sizzle to go with the steak? They do come with those cool toolboxes. But see the door on that, guys? Older Ertl chromes, we've had good luck with them, but sometimes things happen over time. We're gonna have a look at that door, a closer look when we get it out. But let's have a look at this thing. So guys, before anybody shoots me, it's not Supercar Collectibles. It is from 2003 though. It's part of the Rapid Transit System series. And it is a Chase. They made this in black chrome. They made a few different ones. The black chrome, I think it was the black chrome, looks really nice. That's the one that I wanted, but terrible. Okay, 1970 Plymouth Superbird. When Plymouth introduced the Superbird with its wind-cheating body design in 1970, it quickly served its intended purpose and won that year's Daytona 500. Built specifically for NASCAR racing, amalgamation rules required that one production version be built for each dealer. So just less than 2,000 were built. The simulated black vinyl roof replicates the standard black vinyl roof of the full-scale car, and the body shows off the extended nose with simulated retractable headlights. Rear-facing hood vents, which were non-functional on the street versions, and of course, the famed rear wing. Open the hood, which includes plated simulated hood locks, and feast your eyes on the replica 426 Hemi engine or the 440 Super Commando engine. We'll have to see which one is under here. The doors swing open to black interiors with white painted seat trim, folding backs on the front bench seat, plated window levers and door handles, and a plated center shifter. So let's get into this, guys. So this one has one of the bigger boxes. I'm not sure if one of these would fit into the 1 of 12 scale acrylics. Those 1 of 12 scale acrylics fit most standard boxes like that, like the, not like this, like the die-cast boxes. But they do not fit some of the odd shaped ones. Like the, unfortunately, Glenn's pink or red Chase, the Eleanor, by Shelby Collectibles. That box will not fit one. That does look good though, eh? Check this out, guys, before I take that off the base. I got the idea to do this a while ago. Look, I got a Smoky Trans Am. Well, obviously that's not it, but it's the Maisto for those that don't know, but it looks pretty darn good, I think. Okay, so, and the interesting one about these ones, guys, they come with the toolbox. Now, I had, if you guys remember, the very first 1 of 18 scale car that I had was a killer one. I don't know if this one will have those details. I had this guy, and it was detailed out the wazoo. I can't remember everything it had. I think it had floor mats, though, was one of the things it had. The engine was crazy detailed, plumbed and wired. Similar to an Authentics engine, but it was beautiful, and it weighed a ton. It was my first 1 of 18 car. And then I sold that to put money towards my first 1 of 18 movie car, which was Dirty Christine for my YouTube channel. It's got a little bit of dust on it, but looks beautiful anyway. That door you could see, but it doesn't look, it's weird, it doesn't look as visible out of the box. Now these guys, just so you know, you don't have to undo every single screw. This is a 2-piece base, you just undo the middle 2 screws, okay, and that'll release the car. You don't have to do all 4, and this is a flathead. We've been getting a lot of flatheads lately. The flathead screws are the older ones. And wow, this one flathead screw is not super tight. Okay, so. But these older ones, guys, I will say, when I put them back on the base, I don't cinch them down like you'd want to do your oil filter on your car with like a impact wrench, right? You don't want to tighten them that bad because you don't want to crack the old plastic. Plastic gets brittle over time, and I wouldn't want to crack it. I always leave just a tiny, like it's snug and everything. The car is not wiggling, moving around, but I try not to cinch it right down so that it breaks or cracks the plastic or anything. Okay, so that part of the part, okay, we got it. So first thing we're gonna have a look at, guys, it's kind of a cool addition. I like the older stuff. You can get stuff in the boxes like the garage packs, the American Muscle for the older Mopar toolbox. Comes with the car, came with it back in the day, rapid transit system. Unfortunately, when he got this, you guys see the box is not the greatest, but this is still sealed. Now, I've been wondering, does this have good details, or is it just, oh, the side that wasn't facing the outside? Look at that door. I'm gonna wipe that and see if, but if that doesn't wipe off, if that's not just a weird thing, then that's damage, and it looks like somebody tried wiping it before. Hold on, guys. This is going to be a good car, guys, for the episode with the strap damage. This is going to be one of the cars that we're going to have to be looking at. So this other door, not too bad. The one that was facing out. It's a different tone, I guess you could say. Right? Not terrible. And it doesn't look as visible out of the box. Turn over here. It looks like there was a strap mark. And at some point, somebody tried fixing it. And by fixing, I mean took a green scrubby from the kitchen and just went because that looks like it's gonna have to be buffed down to fix that. Like that ain't from the factory, that's somebody rubbing that. See that? It looks like there was a strap. You could see the strap, and somebody tried and didn't do it proper. And that's why you got to use that 3-stage polish to do it. And do it in steps and take your time. Some of them even involve very, very fine sandpaper that you got to use to fix it. Okay. So one thing I am noticing on this, guys, we'll check out the details on this bad boy. One thing I do notice is the trunk was just open. That's a good sign, because on a lot of the old Ertls, especially from the movie car era, they didn't have opening trunks. This is 2003 and it's RC2. Suspension no give at all. Saving the best part for last, guys. See if there's a number on the bottom here, because this is, oh, cool part about this, guys, it's got a clear as anything number, and I like the way they did it. It's not a paper tag that's gonna fall off. It's right on the exhaust. Number 292 of 500. That's how I love how they make it. I like when they do it on the license plate. Car we did, me and Glenn were checking out yesterday, had it in the trunk. The number was in the trunk. You want to see the number? Is that what you're trying to see?
Looking at the headlights.
Oh, the headlights. The headlights don't turn up, unfortunately. They're non-function. Yeah, the headlights, for the headlights to turn up, you need those Authentics details. Oh, I like how they did the armrest gold and the window crank gold. Usually I'm complaining saying you need a chrome paint marker, so the inside looks okay. Look at that gear shift. The inside looks okay. You can see the side of the seatbelt. So far the detailing isn't bad, guys. And I think that this can be fixed where that dildo was rubbing on it. I think that it's something that can be repaired, thankfully. It's not like deep down into it or anything. Okay, so guys, now we see the best part. Gotta have a little drinky. Anybody wondering, I wear gloves. That way, in case I have COVID, that I don't transfer it to the car. Because these can get COVID. I'm just playing, guys. Okay, so before we check out under the hood, we're just giving it a real good look over. I love how the number's on the exhaust. Okay. I'll let you guys have first peek. How does it look, guys? Midway, it's okay. My friend over here is saying it's all right, but it's not super. I haven't seen it yet. Inside the trunk is open. I'm looking at it. It's got trunk tags, which makes me think the engine bay. It's not bad, guys. It's definitely not an Authentics engine bay. And when I say an Authentics engine bay, that's an Authentics engine bay. It's not an Authentics engine bay, but it's also not, well, I'll show you one sec. Compared to, say, one of these. These look good in a picture, but very, very, very basic detailing under the hood. My friend just pointed out something else on this gold chase that I didn't notice. Thankfully, this is a very, very, very easy fix. So check this out, guys. So obviously it's an older car. It's got a little bit of issues right there somebody tried to fix. I thought this was the little bird symbol, but if you look, it's bubbled up paint and a little piece came off. Luckily, that is a very easy repair because it's flat black paint. I mean, that's nothing to sweat about. I'm more sweaty about this, where the guy was rubbing on it, but it doesn't look like it's deep or anything like that. So that should be an easy repair. This is nothing to worry about. It's bubbling actually, so it'll be nice to fix that proper. Yeah, this is still beautiful. The smaller one that he has by Johnny Lightning is beautiful too. Well, let's check this out up on the look-see set. Believe it or not, guys, this guy here was Glenn's deal of the week a couple months ago. He got this for, I think it was $15. And it's an older Chase. But that one's a looker in pictures. Looks good. Okay guys, we're using this car as an example of check your stuff when you buy it, especially when it comes to the older cars like this. For example, my buddy Stretch that you've heard in videos, he's lent us cars to unbox. He bought 3 cars and paid for shipping and everything about a week or so ago, and they weren't cheap cars. Thankfully, the most expensive one was fine. But 2 cars out of the 3, like we're talking missing parts, like major stuff. Like one of them had like a missing mirror or something like that. You know what I mean? Like the side mirror off the car. He was telling me rear view mirror, and I said, oh, that's not bad, the one inside the car. And he said, oh no, it's the one on the outside of the car. So 2 out of the 3 cars he got were bad. So make sure when you get older stuff, pop it open and have a look at the car. Make sure nothing's missing. Because it could be somebody's wife that's selling it to you. The person passed away and they don't know anything about it. Like sometimes things happen. People don't try to be deceiving. But sometimes things happen. They just don't know about it, right? They don't know about the car that they're selling you. So check this out, guys, as it goes around. There's the door that the guy was rubbing away at it. I suspect he just used looks like he used steel wool. But, well, not that bad, but I mean, he used something abrasive. So we're going to have to try to buff that out with some mothers. Headlights, an easy fix. That door, I'm not sure. I'm hoping it looks like it went dull for some reason. I'm hoping we could bring it out like the rest of the car. But like I said, this car is definitely going to be in the episode coming up when we're looking at paint strap damage and stuff like that. This is a perfect candidate. Wow. Look at that though. Still looks great. There you guys go. You can really see the door the way the camera's angled now. See the difference? That's not a camera trick, guys. That's the... Hopefully we could bring that back to the same color as the rest. But if we can't, we can't. The other door, I'm pretty sure we could fix. The headlight's an easy fix. As you can see, the detailing's not that bad. I like how they did the gold... the little gold crank and stuff like that on the door. I would say about middle range for detailing, I would say, on these. You could see the gauges and stuff. Inside the trunk here, guys, have a look. There you go. Up on the look-see set here, guys. But this is a perfect candidate for that episode about strap damage. I'll actually give it a spin around, look under the hood. Still gonna try glamour shots with this guy. It barely fits on the turntable, so I gotta hold it. Ooh. Gotta hold on to him, both hands. Oh, I gotta get more light in there. Sorry guys, I gotta hold them with both hands. Give me a sec. There we go, guys. I had to back it right against the wall on the turntable. I'm gonna take it off the turntable. At least the battery's done. Like, that's what I mean. We see models all the time that the battery's not filled in, just a little stuff that makes it look better. Like my friend Willie DeWitt here was just looking at the Maisto that won the Retro Collectibles Discount Car of the Year. And he said, wow, if somebody painted under the hood of this guy. And a Maisto is a perfect way to start customizing because they've got they've got the basics there. Like if somebody had skills, like for example, Giuliano, if he took one of those Trans Ams, went under the hood with model paint, woof, that thing would pop. Just little things, little stuff, guys, like that reservoir being white, do the battery, do the rad cap, stuff like that. That friggin' bubbled up paint there. See if I could zoom in. Look at that. Just over time, nothing you can do about that, really. But at least it's flat black, so it'll be easy to fix that. This is a real good look at that, guys. See, it looks like strap damage and then somebody was rubbing. That's what it looks like. Somebody was rubbing on it. That is a good shot, guys. See, the inside of this is done fairly well. It doesn't have the opening glove box, obviously. But the inside is done fairly well. I like how the gear shifter is done in gold, even the little gold accents even on the inside. That's cool. Slow drive by, guys. See that door now? You could see that door. That's what we're hoping, that we're going to be able to get it back to the same tone as the rest of the car. Headlight we're not worried about, easy fix. That door looks like it should be an easy fix because it doesn't have like deep gouges or anything in it, thankfully. Guys, usually at this time I would say it's time for court. But it's not really court for this car because it's got some damages that it's not its fault. We're not going to blame the car. It's from 2003. But I want you guys to use this as a lesson that if you buy older cars from people's collections, always check out the condition. Take them out of the box if you can. And just check them out. If they come with an antenna, make sure they have an antenna. I had a friend message me the other day and say, Retro, does this antenna look like the one that came with the General Lee? And he has a Silver Screen Machines General Lee, and the antenna doesn't have the black base on the bottom. And I'm like, no, that looks different. Maybe, like, we're thinking maybe the black base fell off the bottom of his antenna or something, but it still fits in the car. Like, he sent me pictures. So just make sure if you buy cars that they're not missing a bumper. Like I've seen, there's a car that came in with Glenn's stuff, an older red Ertl Mopar that was missing the whole bumper. It was a loose car, but make sure that they got the antennas, guys. Make sure that they got the mirrors. Make sure that they don't got any bullshit. Like those rub marks are on the opposite side of the car, so we had to take the car out to notice it, right? Just make sure that you know what you're getting into, especially if it's an expensive car. But let's get into some glamour shots, guys, and let's pretend that we don't see any damage on this heavyweight car. Hey, guys. So initially I started out with the picture with the bad door, but then I flipped it over for the less bad door. It looks not bad in that. See, they got about moderate details, guys, for what they are. They're the chrome chase. It doesn't have anything crazy or anything like the yellow one that I had. This thing I would classify as a fixer-upper because it needs some work. I'm going to have to make sure that when anybody I know is buying these used ones, they're making sure they're checking for broken parts, any damages. I like the gold accents, even the gear shifter, eh? Takes a nice picture though. Wow. This thing would take cracking pictures if it wasn't damaged. There we go. Boom. I've been going crazy with the pictures since we added more lighting. I think I'm going to do this guy today. Not usually a big fan of cobras, but that guy right there, woo! Anyway, guys, I get to go see my daughter this afternoon. Yeah, I'm happy about that. But I'm not happy because I'm back to work tomorrow. The holidays are over and it's probably going to be a hard as frig week. So do me a favor, guys, and give this guy here a smash for me. And you know what I'm going to say while you're at it. You don't want to forget to hit the bell notification. That way you're getting all my newest videos when I release them. And as always, guys, and the most important thing, happy hunting and stay safe.